Good evening, everyone. Let's bring in Dr. Mohammad Waleed Obeidallah, a Palestinian doctor currently based in the United Kingdom. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm currently now in the UK. I'm doing my GB training, and it has been a long day. So thank you for putting the effort to interview me, and I appreciate you are working from in weekend. And I know the time difference, it wasn't really easy for us to arrange this interview. So thank you so much.
Okay, let's start the Global Affairs Insider. What, how critical is Gaza to the future of Palestine?
So what happens in Gaza made me think about what kind of the limits that the Israeli can go for. And it seems that they can go far as much as they can, and no one can stop them or say anything about it. So they literally broke every single international law, and they don't care about any kind of consequences. And the world is watching, and they're even afraid to ask them for ceasefire. We have seen that there is the most of the countries are voting for ceasefire now, and because of the veto in United States, it's basically if they decide against that, the whole countries they and their votes worth nothing, and I don't feel that it makes sense anymore, because if just one vote was worth all these votes from other countries, what made this kind of voting worth made it to do it in the first place? Let's ask the United States at the beginning, and if they say yes, we say yes, and if they say no, that's they don't. There's no any point of going forward. So yeah, it's make me think that the future is dark, and there is no any future or hope for us to have our own country. And the two-state of solution, I don't know if this is going to be applicable or even it's in the table anymore. So yeah, I don't have anything in mind. I can figure out where we can have a solution or things can be. There's kind of a good end for what's going on.
Based on your political calculations, what do you think are the current threats, if there are?
To be honest, I'm run out of all kind of suggestion and thinking about what kind of the future will look like and how this gonna end. I mean, how this could be end. I have literally, I thought about millions of things about how could this gonna be, how this gonna be ended, and how what we can do as a Palestinian to defend ourselves or even to stop this from happening. And I figured out that there's nothing can be done at all, uh, because that we have been suffering for the past 75 years, and we were thinking that the world they don't watch what's really going on, but nowadays is everyone is watching, and they do nothing about it. So I don't know what's gonna happen next. I feel like the one who's on control, who's the one who owning the having the power and having the influence and control the media and everything. I still believe in people. The people they can do a huge thing, and because now more and people are being aware about what's going on, and I could see it from the protest and the marches that goes everywhere in the world. But nowadays, we are just gonna ask if when the influence can be solid and start to affect the governments, and the governments start to act about what's going on and stop this from happening.
Dr. Mohammad Walid Obeidallah, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for working in your weekend. Appreciate it.
This is Dr. Reyron del Rosario. That's the Global Affairs Insider. Follow us to our next episode only here in IPDCI News Channel.